a Freo supporter, I'd be pretty happy.
Yeah, flag mantle.
Oh, settle down, mate. Settle down.
The VFL's 21 teams now, isn't it? Like, surely one of those is better.
He yelled out, "You just got sexually harassed." Alrighty, and welcome back to another episode of From the Stands podcast. I'm joined once again by the fellas. Josh, how are you, mate?
Terrible.
Terrible, yep, understandable. Ben, how are you, mate?
I'm up and about, not going to lie. But we can get into that, I think.
Yeah, you've been missing for a month, mate, so it's nice to see you finally back.
Yeah, we can chirp. I can chirp up now. Do you just want to go straight into it? I'm happy to.
No.
Are you sure?
No, I mean, no one's asked how I'm feeling.
Oh.
So,
can I guess?
We can see how. Yeah, we can see it on your face.
But it's a podcast, so no one can see. He doesn't look very happy.
I get to see your beautiful faces, so I am happy. Alrighty, I think we should just start with the Freo Carlton game.
Yeah,
Josh,
that happened.
Talk to us. What happened?
Do I have to?
Yeah, you have to talk to us, mate.
Yeah, it's flag
That's
mantle,
part of the podcast, yeah.
Yeah, all of our episodes have been flag mantle related, so...
Yeah, I know. That's right. Just give the opposition a chance sometimes, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I was hoping that Carlton could overtake Brisbane in, just knock Brisbane out of that top four for us. And then, I don't know. I didn't watch any of the games, so I can't even comment on it. Yeah. Did you guys watch it? Did either of you guys watch it?
Yeah, I watched it. Carlton just looked very good. You got Kerno.
Did Carlton look good, or did Fremantle just play like shit?
I reckon Carlton looked good, mate.
Carlton looked good again. Yeah. Which
scarily good at the moment.
I had them top four.
Yeah,
so
true.
when we did our predictions,
did you add Geelong?
Lost those players, but they getting the big guns back. Obviously, still got Weeder in to come back. Still got Pitnet to come back. Good team. Sam Walsh, just some player.
Would he have 40?
Yeah, he killed it.
Yeah, absolute weapon.
Yeah. Apart from that,
and the fact Freo.
I was about to say the same
I was waiting for that. I get because I actually did not watch any of it, so I cannot.
How many games of your team have you watched this year? Because every time, I swear to God, you come on here and I'm like, Freo, talk to me, and you're like, I didn't watch it.
I've watched us beat Brisbane and Melbourne.
I knew that was coming.
That was the dumbest thing you could have said.
As soon as I was saying it, I was like, I've just fucking handed him an absolute flat.
I watched a Bailey Banfield clinic at Optus Stadium. That was a good one.
Yeah.
There you go, Adam. You deserve that.
Let it go, mate. Let it go. You've been riding that joke.
I gotta hold on to something. I have to hold on to something.
Yeah, it's been 3 weeks. Let it go.
Yeah, so maybe.
Fair enough.
But if we played shit, I hope we fucking bounce back. I guess I honestly did not see any of it. So.
You haven't even watched the KO minis to catch up. Well, I love that.
We lost. We lost. I watching this. Yeah, if we lost, I ain't watching a KO mini. Fuck that. I'll just get even more angry. So. No, but if Freo play it Saturday afternoon, I cannot watch them because I'm at my own football. So
You're not playing.
I'm coaching.
Are you? You're coaching.
That must be struggling.
Just helping on the bench. I've been running the last. I've been running the last couple of... No, because I couldn't even do that before because I was in a fucking sling, wasn't I? I couldn't hold a fucking water bottle.
Nah, he's the guy that gives the numbers to the interchange steward.
I wish I had that job.
He's on the scoreboard with the fucking under 12s.
Wanting the free chips at halftime for doing the work.
Lollies.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
The Red Snakes.
Where are Quinana sitting in the league?
We're playing really bad at the moment. We've got no players left, so we're about 4th, I think, which is incredibly 10.
Oh, out of 10. Oh, that's pretty.
But we started off really well, and we've just we've got no players left pretty much.
A Secret Harbour in your league?
No, they're the one below, but it looks like they might come up. I hope they do because then we get a few more close games. Hopefully, we will lose Swan Valley.
It's like other football, like my football, isn't it?
Yeah, 2 up, 2 go up, 2 go down. Yep. So if you make the grand final,
I thought with the amount of footy there is, I thought they would have had it more local.
Mm.
Like, I thought it'd be like a Peel region and sort of like a.
There is a Peel League, but we're not part of Peel League. We're part of the amateurs.
Yeah, is that Peel League like Rocky Rams and Pinjarra?
Yeah.
Yep.
Are they better? Is that a higher standard or?
Yeah, they should be.
It's more country footy, the Peel League, where amateurs in Perth is like A grade, B grade, C grade. So you got to go through the promotions.
Okay. So we're C2. So from what I've heard is clubs complained that they weren't C grade sides. So they've made A, B, then C1 to like C5, I think it is now. So there's 5 C leagues.
Well,
but
I must have watched the bottom fucking C League on Saturday. Secret Harbour versus Bayswater. Secret Harbour had kicked 2 points, and then they got gifted a goal from a free kick given away, and then a 50, and that just blew up. It just escalated. Then without a couple of minutes later, the guy that gave it away was running, and he got checked off the ball, and then just 22-man brawl, just everyone in.
Is this the game you took Huddy to?
Yeah, right in front of Hudson. I'm just thinking, oh my God, how am I going to explain this to him? Like when he runs back, like just a proper scrap. It's amazing. Like players don't know what to do when the ball's still in play. So like the Bayswater guy had the Secret Harbour lad on the ground, just standing over him, like jumpers into his neck, pushing him into the deck. The Secret Harbour guy couldn't do anything. And like, no one ran over to help. Everyone was just following the footy. And I'm like, it literally took like someone to like yell out, "Help him!" Like, and then eventually it just sparked, and then just the umpire was about a 55-year-old big fella, like an actual bulldozer, just walking around. Took him about 3 minutes to get there, blowing his whistle, and then just picked about 9 blokes and went, you off. and then they all started shaking hands because the fucking game was done.
What a game of footy to go watch.
The game was done. Madness.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, that's hilarious.
All right, well, we hit the 10-minute mark, so we should probably just get into hot topics for the week, eh?
Yeah.
I want to hear about the Thursday night game because that's the only bit of football that I watched.
Yeah, hot topic is a
preview of Bulldogs versus Lions this Thursday night. Is that what you mean?
No, the one that's just
we can get into that.
Yeah, well, that would be the same result as last Thursday's too, I reckon, where Brisbane can't get over the line after starting well. That's my prediction. They'll go 30 points up, then lose by 64, because that's what the result was just gone. If that's what we're talking about,
was it only?
No, I don't think. Yeah. I think Brisbane will be a bit better this week. They'll probably only lose by about 50. I think.
Oh yeah. Mate, it seems like, imagine having the chance to go top of the ladder.
We were top,
and then
we already were top, so we didn't have the chance.
I'm just
you guys had the chance to go top, and you took it. Fair play, respect.
I'm happy to be wrong, but looking at the current ladder now, you're third. So yeah. Do you want to know who's fourth though?
Doesn't matter where you are in the midway of the season.
I don't know how to pronounce it, but I think it goes Flagmantle.
Yeah.
From fourth. Yep.
That's right.
To be fair, this one game separates 7th.
Oh, mate, it's crazy.
It's entertaining.
It's crazy close.
That 7th team is Collingwood, who Josh said are no good.
Yep.
By the way,
I stand by
that. Look, I hope they don't make the 8. I hope they don't.
I think something we can all agree on is Richmond and Knight is a beautiful sight.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Well, let's brush over the Melbourne.
Game. I want to get into that game.
Talk about Richmond. All right, go on, talk about it. Go on, fucking talk about it. You didn't watch it, mate. You don't watch any footy on the weekend. You're on a footy podcast and you don't watch any footy.
Yeah,
so,
I watched Luke Jackson cheese up.
I was going to say that's what I was about to bring up. How'd you feel about
Pardon?
Luke Jacko Jackson. I think he's worth 10 million over 3 years now after that game.
I'll pay it.
Fuck him. I didn't bring him in your fantasy, so he can go fuck himself.
Oh, didn't you?
The rookie.
Yeah, why wouldn't you do it? That's a rookie move.
I brought in the big Jared Witts.
He did all right.
So did I.
He went well. And I brought in big Riley O'Brien for 100. So
just a trade out next week. Nice.
big Rob dog.
It looks like Gorn's coming back early too. You do know.
Yeah, that's why I didn't do it. Didn't want to get stuck with Jackson. But no, he was impressive. I also saw a stat that like Oscar McInerney's kept all the best ruckmen to like low scores. So I just thought Jackson must get dominated by him.
I remember you telling me that stat.
Yeah. Big O went like 116. He had a huge score as well. Big O.
Yeah.
So Melbourne were back to their best, which was always coming. It was always coming. They got Stephen May back. And they're Melbourne, no May, no Melbourne.
I was gonna say I can't really talk too much shit. Yeah, I can't really talk too much shit because I tipped Lions. So
yeah, it was a win-win though. That was funny when I messaged you. I messaged Ben before the game as a proper gentleman. I said, "Good luck for tonight, mate." And Ben said, "Thanks, mate. You too. I've tipped Lions." Well, that's funny because I bet on Melbourne. So we're both winners.
So you won a bet.
I had a very good weekend, just quietly.
The one week we didn't bet.
Weekend. Apart from bloody Tim Taranto.
Oh, that hurts.
Yeah, $5 into 130.
Wish he stayed in the VFL for another week.
Oh. Yeah, 19 touches out of 20. But no, let's talk about Richmond.
Go.
Obviously, thrilling game against Geelong.
Yeah.
Game of the year so far?
It was a great game, though. Like,
I think it's game of the year.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of other ones. Nothing comes to mind, but I was watching it. I was like, this is very good, and we still have another game to go for the weekend. And then that game let me down.
Just quietly, some elite games this weekend. Even Eagles, Essendon was a good game.
Yeah, that was great to watch.
Entertaining, high scoring. But do you think Geelong would have won without Stewart bloody absolutely paralysing Prestia?
Look,
that was bad.
Yeah, it was bad. And look, obviously didn't look better than the fact that Prestia didn't know where he was or know how to walk.
I don't think he knew who he was.
No, he was dead set gone. Like, I haven't seen that for a long. He couldn't stand up, man. Like,
Do you know what it reminded me of? As soon as I saw that, like a film. As soon as like he was trying, the helpers were like the runners trying to help him up. All I could think in my head was just like the longest yard where he's like, "Hey mom, hey dad, thanks for picking me up from school." That's all I could think.
I thought he looked like Jack Rewalt from when Jack Rewalt got knocked out a few years ago, and he came up the race like on all fours, like climbing out the tunnel.
Yeah, man. When they picked him up and his legs were still, like, tried to lift him up, and his legs were still fucking.
And he's on the furthest side of the ground too. And it's just like this long walk off for him.
Poor fucker, hey. But they also
I was going to say, did you see they got put into the team of the week as well after that? Tom Stewart.
He played well.
Good.
He played very well.
He played
I think he won them the game.
Yeah, he just about killed a bloke.
Yeah, I know.
Playing ability.
We're talking team of the week. He was one of the best players this weekend. I don't know who
how many weeks?
Which panelist it was. I think it's got to be 3 at least.
3 to 4.
I've put my money on. I've put my money on 6 reduced down to 5. I reckon.
See, I don't
because he's gone in and he's raised.
Yeah,
he's got raised,
and the way they
want to stamp it out.
The way they slow
so
it down,
bad.
it looks real bad because that's all they look at. They'll look at like slowed down footage to see how high and it just looks 10 times worse when it's slowed down. It looks like he's hit him 5 seconds after play.
Yeah. But he lined him up. He wanted to hit him, but he also I know. Well, from what we've seen of Tom Shaw, I don't think he went to go knock him out. No, I think he went to push through his body a bit and get him that way.
But for me,
if you're going to do that, you run the risk.
Initially, I thought it was like, fuck, he's just tried to pull out last second. He realised he's about to fuck up and then just ruined him.
Did you hear Chris Scott talk about it?
No.
So apparently, quarter time, Stewart was up to Scott obviously went to him to make sure he's all right, and apparently he just was like full of remorse and just was like, I've chose to bump, and he's like, I've just got it so wrong.
Yeah.
And was just like, but which you can see the footage of him looking out, and you see he's thinking in his head, he's going, oh
fucked
that.
Yeah,
but
genuine mistake. Like,
you choose to bump, you've got like you said, they've got to. If you choose to bump, you've got to pay the consequence if you get it. If you get it
that's
wrong,
it.
And that's the rule.
Yeah,
as much as I love to see a good bump, that's the rules. Like,
yeah. And also, did you see the fact that they didn't stop the play?
And so long.
They kicked the goal over Prestia's head as he's walking off.
Yeah.
And then it's like we're talking about a game that's like down to like a one goal.
And there's someone on the side in it. Richmond's down.
The only way they can stop the game is by calling a stretcher. Richmond should have just called it a stretcher.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I think there needs to be like, if the ball's like, right there.
I thought the rule was if the ball's near someone injured or down, they'll pause the play. No. Well, I know. No. So they can do it for blood rules.
It has to be a stretcher. Yeah. Okay. So blood rule they have to stop
blood rule. But that's
because
doing the stanky leg, and they can't stop it.
He's not going to remember who he is for the next 3 weeks, let alone fucking walk off the field. He'd have the biggest headache still.
And he's got a big head on him as well.
Yeah, meatball,
Fucking, it must have been some hit to knock him out. But in Stewart's defence as well, he'd have to get really low to hit Prestia and under the shoulder.
Yeah.
So silly.
Is that the sort of thing that you wanted to do to me and Ben after what's happened the last couple of weeks?
Just you, mate.
Just me? All right.
He knows he'd have no chance against me. That's why.
Straight at your shoulder. Ben would fuck me up. I'd probably do my shoulder running at Ben.
I'll just run into your leg.
It's already broke, mate. It's fucking already damaged there. What was I going to say? Oh, did you hear Kane Corns on the matter?
No, what did that peanut say this time?
Reckons they off the back of it, they should introduce a sending off rule. Because he was on about how
if you do it like local footy,
he's like Richmond lost their most influential player, and Geelong got rewarded by their player staying on and having the best on ground.
First of all, he's not their most influential player, right? Dustin Martin is. And second of all, if they do it like they do in local footy, where if you get a red card...
At the moment is what he was saying. Yeah. At the moment, because Dusty's in and out, so he's trying to find his form again. He was saying Prestia's racking, probably the only midfielder that actually rack up the ball.
Yeah, what's next? Put them in bubble wrap before they run out there. No, that's fucking bullshit. Everyone who plays footy is aware that there's consequences of getting injured. It's supposed to be a rough sport, not anymore in the AFL. I think he's just wanting clicks this week, and that's what his idea was.
Yeah. I don't mind bringing in a card system if it's like amateur football where you don't actually lose a play off the ground. Yeah, I think they should be replaced, even if it is a red. I wouldn't want to see it go to 18 versus 17.
Yeah, but
I think that's what he was sort of saying. Is Stewart must his point was he's like Stewart takes out at the moment arguably Richmond's engine in the middle, takes him out of the game early in the game. He stays on, best on ground. And Geelong win by a goal. He's like, would they have won the game if Stewart had have been, subbed? He had to be subbed out the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you know what I mean.
But you also got to remember that he's trying to get clickbait because he has to stay relevant.
I'm fully aware of it. I was more.
No, I'm not a fan of
to see your guys' points on it.
No, I don't.
If it was run like amateur football, I could get over it, but. It's the game, isn't it?
A lot of money.
I think for me, it just creates another grey area where you've got 3 guys not playing the game, reviewing footage, deciding what's a sending off and what's not a sending off.
It's just more authority.
Causes.
More authority in these umpires to ruin the game more. And it's getting, as much as I get rule changes and sometimes, but the umpires are the influence in the game, the way that they're dictating, especially 50 meters, they're giving away fucking hotcakes at the moment, where they got too much influential power on the result of a game. And I think if they can send someone off for 5, 10, or the rest of the game, that's more to them. And then alternatively, you're going to get less spectators at the game because they keep changing the fucking rules.
Talking about suspension umpires. Because I missed this as well. What did Nat Fyfe do to the umpire?
Oh, nothing.
Surely someone could. Yeah. He just touched it. But what? What did he actually do? Again, I have not watched any of it, so
I think I haven't seen it, but someone told me where I believe the umpire was, or someone accidentally bumped the umpire and then Fifes touched him. Is that how it's worked? Or
I missed it. I missed it.
Fuck's sake! I'm gonna. All right, you keep talking. I'm gonna look for it.
Frio's your teammate. You should know the shit.
We lost. I ain't fucking watching anything of that game.
You didn't know you lost before the game. Fuck.
End of the day.
I didn't know I lost until I saw a message from Ben going, "Hey, Josh."
Escaped sanction. Shock.
Yeah.
So.
Can't be that bad.
Yeah, he pushed. They're all argy-barging. I think he looks like he just pushes him. Which he should go. Who? Fife should cop 6 weeks.
6 weeks.
6 weeks.
Nothing less.
If Toby Green's copping 6 weeks, this is where the AFL falls on its ass.
They're fucking terrible at this.
Nat 5, 2 Dane Brownlow, pretty boy, missed half the season, can't rub him out for longer. And he's escaped a push. I've not seen the whole footage, but...
No, I haven't seen it either, so I've got no comment. So.
Neil got a week for tapping the umpire to show him blood. Fife's got, you know what I mean? So, interesting to see Josh's response on it.
I am looking for the video. I can't find it. The AFL trying to do a cover-up.
Oh, Kane Corns brings up... Can I retract my previous comment? Corns said, I'd like to apply the Toby tax to this. I don't think Green deserves 6 weeks for making contact with an umpire last year. Basically using that whole argument I just used. So I retract my comment. I don't.
But we could probably fish an article from Kane Corns last year about it saying he probably should get 8 weeks. So
someone pushes him in the back. Who pushes him in the back?
Yeah, see, that's what I was.
And then he puts his arm out as he falls. Yeah.
How's he going to stop that?
Yeah. And he sort of pushes off the umpire. Yeah, no, it's fair. He doesn't. But I also think, back to my point of the touching the umpire thing is we had weeks ago. I think it's fucking way over the top.
Yeah. You got pushed into him. So I ignored all of you trying to figure this out. So sorry if you said that.
I just realised that. This also proves what's wrong with the media, right? Their first photo is only Nat 5's hand into the umpire. Yeah. And I went, he's pushed the umpire. Yeah, why is he not? And then I've gone watched the video and gone, hang on a minute.
And you're probably one of 10 people who actually clicked the article to read it to see more, where everyone else just headline reads.
Would see that footage, and go, But I do think, back from point from weeks ago, I think the whole touching the umpires for how many weeks they get is ridiculous.
I get the rule, and it should be a fine unless it's a malice or there's more. It's more physical than just touching. Then I think.
Even that, I don't even think that's
Toby's
worth
ran past him and give him a nudge. So.
Nudge,
But I just think
if you pushed into the bloke, the fucking guy who pushes 5 into the bloke should be fine. More than 5 should be fine. Yeah, but mind you, neither should be fine. It's a fucking game of football.
Right. I mean, So, all right. What else happened this week?
North. 10 losses in a row by over
40 points.
40 points. So back to I think it was episode 1 where I brought this up.
Get him in the VFL.
Send them back. Fuck them off.
Get him versus Secret Harbour.
Yeah, Casey Demons top. I think then you got teams like Southport Sharks are better. I reckon you 1-on-1 match them up. North aren't touching the footy. Taron Thomas will just sit on the bench, not looking like he's interested. I did read afterwards, though, he had a passing in the family button saying that you're there to play footy.
I'm glad you said that because I was about to rip him one.
Because I halfway I was about to rip him and I was like, no, I remember this. Let's bring it up now before we go too deep.
Yeah. But, side note, do you want him in the draft?
Fuck, he fell off the grace. I was going to have him in my bloody fantasy team last year. Mate, thank God I avoided him. Thank God I avoided Zach Butters. Still got Connor Rosie though, elite. North Melbourne is shit, really shit.
And that was against Adelaide too.
When Adelaide's battering. To be fair, Adelaide have had some close games with some of the big teams. They just haven't been consistent. But that is incredibly worrying Like,
what
what's happening at North Melbourne? Like,
how did you deal through these times, Ben?
You watch every game from start to finish. You know the expectations, but you just cop abuse as a supporter, and then you end up hating Eagles fans. So,
fair enough.
Yeah. Did you hear them after their win? By the way, fuck me.
They start doing that. Well, they copied the Freo chant.
Mate, the number one.
They start doing Eagles, and I was like, hang on. That we do that.
I wouldn't really claim that as a chant.
But that's literally like old Freo fans do, because we've not really had a lot to cheer about before, so we had to make up something that you can do.
It's not really your chant. I mean, you just take him forever to say.
Yeah, no, but compared to between Freo and West Coast, like Fremantle will always do that. I've never heard West Coast do that before. Is what I meant. Like,
they're too busy booing, mate. That's why.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah,
Boo.
the boos are back apparently. They
were back, and they won.
Yeah,
and they were still back. They never went. The boos have never left.
Yeah, that's true. It's just the crowds. The crowd has been smaller. That's all.
Their forms disappeared and come back a little bit. Well, not come back. They beat Bombers, who were dreadful. But
mate, just wait for next week, because they're the number one AFL rated player in the competition.
Yeah, I saw that.
Too,
I saw that.
What? Hang on, no, I've missed this. What's this?
Nick Nat Nui's back. He played in the Waffle. The Waffle Eagles team touched up. I think it was Souths.
Did they?
I think
that's
so.
Good for
and I think it was Souths. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, look. So they're going to be unstoppable. They're probably going to make finals now that he's back.
It's not too late.
All he does, look, I can just see it happening. He's going to get the hit outs and then do nothing for the rest of the game. He'll probably average 1 or 2 marks for the game. That's about it. So
big dog.
Yeah. I'm happy to be proven wrong, but track history says he does fuck all.
Who's West Coast next? Four, do we know?
We are Eagles versus Richmond this week, and then Eagles versus Carlton, and then Eagles versus Hawks. So that's
is the Hawks
don't win
home or away?
Away.
So the Hawks started so well on the weekend, by the way, like against the Dogs.
Where are they on the ladder? This amazing Hawks team. You have a go at me about my call against Collingwood. Fucking Hawks, they're 15th with a percentage of 85.
That's good.
Oh yeah, but they're a good team.
A Sam Mitchell effect.
I will go back and find the clip. I said that they won't make finals this year, but they're showing signs of being a good team under Sam Mitchell, is what I said. And that is
they're one win better than Essendon. They're one win better than Essendon.
Yeah, but there's context to it, mate. Like in patches, they are showing that they are going to be a good side.
Brisbane showed patches last week too, just for half a quarter.
They beat us, mate. Hawks beat us. Hawks beat Geelong, who are sat second.
Mate, and
I bet you're canting that. I bet you're canting that Hawks
Sydney
don't make finals
Sydney
next year.
had to run over the top of them late. Sydney's a top 4 team according to Ben. Like
right,
this is all good teams.
6, sorry.
Yeah, all good teams. All right, the Hawks will be there next year.
Carlton says they won't be.
Comment.
Carlton says. You in on this, Ben?
No, I don't drink, so it's fine.
I'm not buying 2 cartons. You can fuck off.
Drink, that's fine.
Yeah. You what? You don't drink?
I haven't for months, mate. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What?
At most, it's been a pint with lunch. That's it. Yeah.
A pint with lunch?
Yeah.
That's an alcohol. That is such a mental stuff. Like a pint of lunch feels like an alcoholic thing to say, but then I haven't drank in month. It's like a sober thing. Yeah, I'll have you a carton that Hawks make the 8 next year.
Done. It's recorded now.
Yeah. Big Sam Mitchell, mate. Doing bits. Eagles wouldn't have had a premiership if it wasn't for Sam Mitchell as coach.
That's true.
What else happened? What else happened this week?
That's about it, eh? Well, Josh didn't watch the footy.
All
the top 8 teams versus each other, so that was pretty good. The ladder's still close as fuck. Brisbane lost. That's about it. So we can go.
Have your predictors changed much?
I can't remember.
Talking about the ladder being close, or you didn't take any notice of your side
it.
before.
Port Adelaide had a belting game as well. It was another ripper. Another ripper game
Gold
over the
Coast,
Suns. Matt Morale's finding form. Just quiet. So, yeah. Should we do our tips?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Brisbane versus the Bulldogs.
Lions bounce back here at the Gabba.
Yeah, we do bounce back, mate.
Yep.
Good decision.
Up the doggies.
Yeah, right. Carlton to beat St Kilda.
Yes, I don't know what it is with St Kilda. What
They've fell off it. They've absolutely fell off it.
Has it?
I called
have they fallen
this,
off
by the
since
way.
Steele was out? Is that what happened, or because Steele was back last week?
Because they've got no defensive structure.
Yeah, you can't rely on Max King to
I think
outscore.
they beat. Didn't he go out when they beat St Kilda in round 9? When they beat Geelong, sorry.
Yeah.
And then they beat the Crows.
But yeah, they were top 14 for a little bit there.
They've actually only lost the last couple, to be fair.
Yeah, it is very close, that ladder, isn't it?
Yeah, so we beat them, which they almost beat us, to be fair, if it wasn't for... So it's only the last two, and Essendon beat them, and then Sydney absolutely battered them. And now they've got Carlton, so... But Steele obviously is back. But Steele was back and they got battered when Steele was back. So
yeah, first game back.
Interesting.
But yeah, I think Carlton are too good, especially if they play like they did against Freo. I was pretty impressed. I think it's just their the two key forwards just do it for me.
Yeah, Mackay and Curnow too good. And the fact is, like, Charlie Curnow gets the second best defender. The best defender goes to Mackay.
Yeah.
So that's mad. That's like Hawkins and Cameron,
like crazy,
too good, Kernow's unreal. Speaking of unreal, by the way, Todd Marshall, sorry.
I was going to say, who the fuck's Todd Mitchell?
Todd Mitchell. I was thinking of Sam Mitchell. Todd Marshall.
He's kicked straight. I think he's the most accurate forward.
Yeah, most accurate forward. Yeah, he's kicking it over 70%.
That's crazy.
From set shots.
That's crazy. And he jailed one on the weekend too. It was tight angle, and it just
from the
never looked
from
like
50. I'm from 50 and never and it was in off the boot. It's like mad. Yeah. Melbourne to beat the Crows.
Well, we lost to them last year.
Didn't you miss a game?
No, I said Swans to beat Bombers.
Yeah.
I just assumed we're all tipping that.
Yeah,
but you can still mention the game.
I did. I said Swans to beat the Bombers.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
I missed
it. You got to fucking turn your volume up, mate.
No,
because you've got your fucking beanie on, mate, underneath your headset. Melbourne to beat the Crows. Yeah. That's Melbourne to beat the Crows. Hang on. Josh.
The reverse. Last year, this is the one Adelaide won, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Turn your fucking volume up, mate. Ben just said that.
I didn't say that just before.
Fucking hell!
Fucking
You're
parrot.
shocking.
You should win.
Parrot.
Right. It's said 3 times so far this app.
Someone's mic's echoing over here.
What happens when you start working again?
Geelong to beat North Melbourne.
Had $1.01.
Here's Geelong. One. Gold Coast favourites up against Collingwood.
What? That's
because it's at the Gold Coast.
Yeah,
I'll go Gold Coast. Yeah. Collingwood aren't that great of a side.
I'm going Collingwood.
I'm going Collingwood.
Oh, Ben. Fucking
sorry, mate.
Different tip, mate.
So you can go Eagles if you want.
Nah. You're good. You're good. Richmond to beat Eagles.
Yeah.
By 100 points again.
Yeah, it's going to be a decent margin, I think, this one.
Well, I don't think it'll be about 100 points.
West Coast are back.
Richmond will win. Back, sorry.
Very, very comfortably.
Yeah, need that back. It'd be at least under 80. I think we'd need that back.
He's 20 points. He's worth 20 points.
Yeah. Giants to beat the Hawks.
Yeah, they're fairly full.
Is it Canberra or Sydney?
At Giants Stadium. Sydney. But it says New South Wales.
That's Sydney.
Yeah. Where's what's they called Canberra's ground?
Do you say
Manuka, isn't it?
Yeah,
Manuka. Yeah.
Is it? Oh, I thought they called that Giants thing. Yeah,
I think they changed the name.
No, Giants Stadium's the one
in Sydney, isn't it?
Yeah, I had it in my head that when they play in Canberra, they silly by me. Yeah, Giants. I think will win. It's the Hawks.
Yeah, Giants.
Fremantle, Port Adelaide.
Freo.
Yeah, can't see Port winning, but I'd love to see Port winning.
I'm going to tip
Why
Port.
would you want that?
Like that.
Typical.
Yeah. I'm tipping Port.
Yeah, there's always going to be one upset each round.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the Dogs.
Yeah, brilliant. Alrighty, boys. I quickly want to get into the first spin. I want your predictions while we're staying on the topic. For all the accolades for this year.
Yeah, so like a mid-season.
So I want who's going to win? Who's going to win the Brownlow?
Yep,
Brayshaw,
Clayton Oliver.
Why Clayton Oliver?
I told him when I met him in person, so
he's going to win the
Brownlow. Yeah.
And then the reason you think,
and then he started playing very good, so we'll take that.
It was round two. You met him after round one, so
does it work?
It's not like he's had a mid-season bloody spike because you've had a word with him.
Yeah,
every pre-game he's just out there going, "Nah, Ben did tell me."
I don't think he knows my name, but yep.
He must have. He's had
the Melbourne mids. They're just going to take votes off each other again.
Yeah, you're right.
He's leading the coaches' votes.
Yeah, well, coaches know what they're voting for. I can't trust the umpires again.
Yeah.
Why is Andy Brayshaw going to win it?
Because I think he's been the most informed mid. If Cripps wasn't rucking, I'd say Cripps. If Cripps kept up that form, but I think Brayshaw's just got the most votes. Well, at this time of the season, I think it's Brayshaw. But I've got obviously a bit of bias in it. Who do you think?
I actually think Brayshaw's going to win the Brownlow.
Yeah,
and because Five's been back a couple of weeks now, and he doesn't
apart from obviously against the weekend.
Yeah, but our concern was.
Well, I mean, I saw his stats.
Your concern was that
Five.
He was going to come in and be the inside mid that took points off of
Brayshaw,
but I don't think he's going to steal many points off of him. I think it's.
I mean,
no one in that team. That the only thing that's going to stop Brayshaw getting votes is tags.
Yeah, but he seems to be able to break him all right at the moment. I think the weekend was his first one. I think that was his lowest disposal count for the year.
He breaks them all right, but I don't think he's as he's
not elite at doing it. Yeah,
but
I think he does it well enough.
Into space to get on the ball and get going. So,
but I'm hoping once we get like Fife back in there, hopefully that attention goes to Fife a bit more anyway. But again, I didn't see Fife play, so I can't even.
Do you have a smoky that you think could potentially get it? I've got one. Well, I wouldn't really say smoky, but I don't think Mills would be too far off of it.
Interesting.
Being a Sydney team, he doesn't really get much
best on grounds.
Yeah,
I think that's his issue. I don't think he has too many. Well, he has best on ground. But sorry, I've said it wrong. I don't think he has enough best on grounds.
Yeah, I think he gets votes most games. Yeah.
I think Cripps is still in them with a chance just from his start of the year.
Yeah, I think Cripps,
but he has to get back to that form. That's his thing. He has to get back to that form, otherwise he's going to be too many behind.
Well, Neil's leading the betting. He's $3.75.
Neil,
I don't even think Neil's had that good of a year though, has he?
He's had he's been all right. He's had a few games where he's polled he's probably polled best ons, and then he'll sneak a couple of points.
Yeah.
Then Clayton Oliver at $4.50, and then Brayshaw at $5.
That's value at $5.
Cripps is $5. Mm-hmm. And then Sam Walsh is $8.50.
See, they're going to take votes of each other, aren't they?
I think they'll take votes of each other, especially now Walsh is heating up.
Yeah.
I wonder whether attention will go to Walsh, which will leave Cripps to be free. Who knows? Petrarca's then $13. Tuke Miller's $18. Mills $21. So everything else is 50 or more. Yep. So interesting.
What's the other one? You got Coleman and Rising Star.
Coleman and Rising Star. Yeah. Who do you think wins the Coleman? I think we're going to say the same person here.
Yeah, I think we are. You say it.
Curnow.
Yeah, I fucking love him.
Josh? I agree. Yeah, I agree. I think it'll be
Curnow. Obviously leading the Coleman now, but he's also averaging the most.
Yeah.
Averaging the most goals, 3.1 a game.
I think
Jeremy Cameron's up there.
I think I think Tom Lynch would be in for a shout as well. I think because he can just kick bags if Richmond go
7
wrong.
back.
Yeah.
He's 7 goals, 7 games, 7 goals
so
back.
If he didn't miss he missed a few weeks there he'd be well in front.
Yeah, that's the thing with Cameron. Cameron's only 2 behind, and he can kick. He's got the ability to kick 7.
Yeah,
like
even
especially with the
Hawkins,
Eagles coming up, and also
What are they
Melbourne.
at? What's Kerno on for goals?
44. Cameron's on 42.
It's another low season, isn't it?
Which feels like it does. It feels like it's a key forwards. Like it feels like that when they're on, they're on. Like there's been some big bags kicked.
Yep.
Right. Also, Tom Hawkins. How the fuck did he not kick a goal on the weekend?
Yeah, that was
like
good.
Goalless, and he missed one from like not straight in front, but slight angle. Let's look at the run.
Was the miss worse than?
Well, Lynch could kick 7 against the Eagles again. Was the miss worse than Cam Rayner's?
No, I was going to say Shai Bolton's.
Oh no! I don't think the beer missed that bad, but Cam Rayner's was fucking horrific in the first quarter.
Good number 1 pick that.
25 yards out, hits the post straight in front. That's dreadful.
We're in Australia, mate. Don't say yards.
Oh, shut the fuck up, Josh. Who else is there in there? So yeah, Tom Lynch plays Eagles. Could kick a bag. Do you think Aaron Norton's going to get up there? He's 3rd.
Nah. I think he loses his form too much at the moment. Still, he doesn't get that consistency. He'll go on a run and then he'll just have to fuck all after that.
Yeah, he doesn't feel like he kicks a big bag at the moment. He feels like he kicks 2 a game. Like doesn't feel like he's got 5 in him.
I think he'll be very good over the next couple of years, though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's weirdest kicking like drop punt as well. Like the way he like sort of drops it and falls into it. Like it fucking makes me feel sick. Like looking at it. But yeah. How many? Todd Marshall's only kicked 31. That surprises me. I tell you who's been very good, just missed in too many games. Mitch Lewis.
Mate, he's looking all right for the Hawks.
He's averaging 3.1 as well as Lynch and Kerno.
Yeah, and he just signed a 4-year extension, I think.
Did he?
Yeah, before the game on the weekend, and he's going to kick the bag.
There you go.
Way to celebrate your new contract.
Yeah.
Do you know how much it was? How much they paid?
No, I wouldn't have a clue. I'm a headline reader, mate. So just read it. And I think commentators mentioned it.
Yeah. Right, Rising Star.
Do
you think Dacos has got it in the bag?
It's either him, Newcomb, or Nick Martin, which I think Nick Martin's the best player of the 3.
Did you see his little jumper pull when he kicked the goal against Essendon? Yeah.
Against
not as good now they lost.
Against the Eagles,
So, Eagles. I've had a stinker tonight. Bloody Todd Mitchell, bloody Giant Stadium in Canberra. I'm having an absolute fucking shocker.
New South Wales Stadium in Canberra.
Yeah, I'm tired. Nick Martin is such a good story.
I like Nick Martin.
Yeah.
So I hope he wins it.
I want Nick Martin to win it, but I think Dacos might.
I think so. Victorian bias, the Collingwood, like the father-son. There's a story behind it. Yeah.
That's
and
why
he racks the pill up so much as well.
Yeah.
Like
averaging 25. I think he averages 25. Yeah.
25 touches. Like he even on the weekend didn't have a great fantasy score, but he got 25 touches.
Yeah, he was listed as a midfielder at the start when the teams come out. I don't know how accurate that was by the time that they run out, but so that he's going to hopefully get more minutes in the midfield. I think that'll be good for him. At this point
he definitely will. He's playing off that halfback role as well, which helps. Already better than his brother. 19. Yeah. 25.4 in his thing. He
in a rookie career, that's fucking good, isn't it? Very good. Sorry.
Yeah. What's it? He's only kicked 1 goal for the year. That's pretty thing. A couple of tackles a game. I want to find his 24 clearances for the year, so he's averaging, two clearances. 2 clearances of the game. I want to see what like his meters gained is, but it doesn't. Key stats. Yeah, only 300, only 350 meters gained average. So John Newcomb feels stats well though. Like he just slowed off a bit, but he was coming. Like he's absolute tackling beast. He's going to be a very good player considering he's not. Probably only just really had like how many games? Don't think he's maybe had 15 games. Yeah, has he 16 games? Oh, he would have because this season. Yeah.
Mid-year?
Yeah.
He was in mid-year last year. I keep thinking we're only like 10 games into the year. So, but he'll be a very, very good player. The other shout was Sam DeConning.
Yeah,
he played well.
If only
is he still
Backman.
Get the Rising Star?
Yeah, I think so.
It's like he's like third year in the AFL.
There's two criteria. There's games played and you've got to be under a certain age, I think.
Yeah, it's age and games played, yeah. So
it's a weird criteria.
Noah Anderson's still eligible via age, but he's played too many games.
Yep.
Oh, I was going to say, if Noah Anderson can still win it, he fucking wins it. He's been on fire this season.
I think
that's what I mean. Like, he's eligible for it, but he's played too many games. So, but age is in there. Tell you who was Kane Corns' shout? Didn't he say like Josh Rochelle was going to win it? He's died in the ass massively, hasn't he?
Wouldn't surprise if he turned around and started loving Ginnivan again.
Yeah, well, he's up there, $18, Ginnivan.
If he kicks a few bags.
If not Anderson's the right age, but played too many games, why isn't Rowell in there then? Like, can he still win it?
Has he already been nominated? Can you be nominated?
Surely it would have.
Yeah, it can be. Yeah, I think Luke Jackson.
So if Rowell goes nuts at the end of the season, he could win it.
I think maybe he's played too many games as well because he played like.
I think he played too many games?
Because he hurt his shoulder. I don't know.
Yeah. Because otherwise, I'd put money on fucking Rowell. He's starting to find some form.
To be eligible for the AFL Rising Star, each year nominated players must be under the age of 21 at the 1st of January and have played no more than 10 AFL games at the start of the season.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so they made that sound like when they were like Noah Anderson, they were like, he's eligible, he's just played too many games. They made it sound like he's the games played like 50 or 40, like, you know what I mean? Like something like big. Like
that's what I was meaning, like.
Yeah, so Rowell would have played over 10 before the start of the season.
Yeah.
There you go. Bowie's died off a bit for it.
Yeah, well, he's not the undefeated champion of the world anymore, is he?
Yeah, no, Ginnivan's $18, Sam DeConning $6, Nick Martin $6, Newcomb $3.75, and Dacos $1.60. There you go.
Yeah,
so
I think Dacos wins the story. Is there any other ones we're doing?
We can go Premiership, but I'm sure
we're going to be.
We're all just going to say our team. No, I think Melbourne will win the Premiership.
I think Lions will win the Premiership.
I think Fremantle will win the Premiership.
Stop doing that. Stop doing that, you little cunt. Beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, boys. Well, that's about wraps us up for this episode. Follow us on the socials. Keen to hear in the comments or message into the pages what your predictions are. Love to hear if there's any smokies out there that you guys think might happen, or even just big calls in general. I'd love to hear some of the fans' comments. Anything from you boys?
Nah, see you next week.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Right, see you next week.